Michael Turner was a hard-working single father, raising his 10-year-old daughter Lily after losing his wife several years earlier. Every morning he repaired ordinary vehicles inside his modest neighborhood garage before rushing home to help Lily with schoolwork. Despite constant financial pressure, Michael believed honesty, determination, and kindness always created opportunities beyond imagination. One rainy afternoon, a frustrated woman arrived, driving a luxury European sports car that barely moved. She introduced herself as Victoria Collins, founder of a successful technology company. Multiple warning lights flashed across the dashboard, while the engine shook violently. Her expensive dealership appointment earlier that morning ended with devastating news and overwhelming disappointment. The dealership inspected the vehicle for several hours before presenting Victoria with an astonishing estimate. According to their specialists, catastrophic engine failure required complete replacement, costing nearly $200,000. They insisted no cheaper repair existed. Shocked and exhausted, Victoria searched desperately for another opinion before accepting such unbelievable expenses. A local delivery driver recommended Michael's tiny garage. Victoria hesitated after seeing the simple building surrounded by ordinary family cars instead of luxury vehicles. She wondered whether someone working without polished showrooms or designer uniforms could possibly diagnose a machine that certified dealership technicians declared practically beyond saving after extensive professional inspection. Michael welcomed Victoria politely, without showing excitement about her expensive automobile. He carefully listened instead of interrupting. After hearing every symptom, he requested permission to inspect the engine personally before discussing possible solutions. His calm confidence surprised Victoria because previous mechanics immediately mentioned replacement costs before performing careful examinations or independent testing. Removing the engine cover, Michael noticed unusual vibration patterns and faint clicking sounds overlooked during hurried inspections. Instead of focusing exclusively upon expensive electronic systems, he carefully examined smaller mechanical components. Years repairing neglected vehicles taught him that simple failures sometimes produce symptoms appearing dramatically more serious than reality actually suggested to inexperienced observers. After 20 patient minutes, Michael smiled quietly. Hidden beneath several protective panels rested a tiny cracked pressure sensor connector, causing incorrect engine readings. The damaged plastic clip prevented secure electrical contact. Without accurate information, onboard computers mistakenly believed catastrophic mechanical failure existed, although every major engine component remained perfectly healthy and completely functional. Michael explained everything carefully before ordering a replacement connector and sensor seal costing only $14. Victoria stared silently, convinced the explanation sounded impossible after hearing frightening dealership predictions. Nevertheless, she agreed, because risking $14 seemed far wiser than immediately spending $200,000 replacing an engine that might actually remain perfectly serviceable. Within 30 minutes, the inexpensive replacement part arrived. Michael installed the connector carefully, cleared diagnostic codes, and restarted the engine. Instantly, the violent shaking disappeared. Dashboard warning lights vanished one after another. The powerful engine purred smoothly, sounding exactly like a brand-new luxury sports car fresh from the factory production line. Victoria sat speechless behind the steering wheel before driving around nearby streets. Every acceleration felt smooth, while every warning message disappeared completely. Returning to the garage, she asked repeatedly whether hidden problems remained. Michael honestly replied the engine needed routine maintenance only. No expensive replacement had ever been necessary, despite alarming dealership conclusions. Unable to understand how certified specialists missed such a simple defect, Victoria requested photographs and written explanations. Michael happily documented everything, because transparency mattered greatly. He believed customers deserved understanding rather than confusion. Honest communication built lasting trust, while exaggerated technical language often disguised unnecessary repairs motivated purely by profit instead of professional responsibility. News spread quickly after Victoria shared her remarkable experience online. Thousands watched videos comparing the dealership's $200,000 estimate against Michael's $14 repair. Viewers praised his integrity while criticizing businesses exploiting customer fear. Overnight, the small neighborhood garage attracted drivers from distant cities, hoping finally to meet a mechanic valuing honesty above financial gain. Despite sudden popularity, Michael refused increasing repair prices. He continued treating every customer equally, whether driving aging pickup trucks or luxury sports cars. Lily often watched proudly from the office, learning that genuine success meant earning people's respect instead of accumulating wealth through dishonest shortcuts or unnecessary services disguised as expert recommendations for vulnerable clients. Several investigative journalists contacted the dealership requesting explanations regarding their extraordinary misdiagnosis. Company representatives blamed computer recommendations and internal procedures. Independent automotive experts later confirmed Michael's diagnosis proved completely accurate. The embarrassing investigation encouraged dealerships nationwide to improve diagnostic practices before recommending expensive replacements based upon incomplete testing or rushed assumptions. Victoria felt grateful beyond words. Rather than offering Michael extravagant gifts immediately, she first visited Lily's school quietly. Teachers explained Michael never missed parent meetings despite exhausting work schedules. Every evening he helped students repair bicycles voluntarily. Victoria realized extraordinary character created extraordinary professionals because compassion influenced every decision, both inside and outside his workplace. Determined to reward genuine integrity, Victoria invited Michael to headquarters. She offered funding for advanced diagnostic equipment, enabling affordable repairs for struggling families. Michael accepted only after ensuring prices remained accessible. Helping ordinary parents avoid unnecessary expenses mattered more than expanding luxury services targeting wealthy clients seeking exclusive automotive treatment and prestige. Together, they launched a community automotive education program teaching young apprentices ethical repair principles alongside technical skills. Students learned never to recommend expensive replacements before eliminating inexpensive possibilities first. Michael insisted integrity represented every mechanic's most valuable tool because broken trust required far longer to restore than damaged engines or complicated electronic systems. Months later, Lily proudly watched graduates opening honest repair shops throughout neighboring communities. Families saved thousands because mechanics applied Michael's careful diagnostic methods. Newspapers celebrated the movement, inspiring ethical business practices beyond automotive industries. One father's commitment to fairness transformed countless lives simply by refusing shortcuts and respecting every customer's hard-earned money equally. During an annual business awards ceremony, Victoria publicly honored Michael for demonstrating that wisdom often outweighs expensive technology. Standing beside his daughter, Michael accepted quietly. He reminded everyone that machines communicate through careful observation, patience, and understanding. Real expertise begins by asking simple questions before assuming complicated answers or costly solutions. As applause filled the auditorium, Lily hugged her father proudly. She whispered that $14 changed far more than one automobile. Michael smiled warmly because she understood life's greatest lesson. Sometimes the smallest solution solves the biggest problem when honesty guides skilled hands, compassionate hearts, and unwavering determination to serve others with integrity every day.